Hello. Be live. Ladies, rocking and rolling. I cannot wait to kick this off and just power through. All right. I'm just so excited to power through. Not only power through, but just like show up for you guys and acknowledge you for being here. So I'm going to give it a couple of seconds to make sure that it syncs over and that we are good to go. See recent activities, make sure we are live, ready to roll. I'm just going to go. Yes, let's go. All right. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yay. All right. Where are you guys? I'm so excited. Y'all are here. We are rocking and rolling. Cannot believe day one is here. Day one is here. And you guys are here with me. I want to just take a second and number one, acknowledge you for being here. Acknowledge you for just showing up for yourself. Because it can be real easy to be like, you know what? No, I'm not. No, I'm going to put it off. No, I've got this going on. No, I've got dishes at the sink. So I just want to, number one, I want to acknowledge you for being here, acknowledging you for being here. I don't know if that streaming got weird in the first part of the live, but we are here and we're ready to rock and roll. So what I want from you guys is I would like you to comment below. Say live if you are here with me right now, comment live. And then comment replay if you're watching this on replay, okay? Because I know some of you are going to have to watch this recording, and that's totally okay. So we are going to rock and roll. And what's funny is right before this challenge, right before I went live, my entire desktop computer had to update. And that's so fun. I'm like, God, all right, I'll just take it. And I'm just going to be like, you know what? Okay, we'll make it happen. And we are here. And we're going to do some good things today. So number one, I want to know how, in the comments, let me know how you're feeling today. Let me know how you're feeling. Is it excitement? Is it nervous? Do you feel motivated? Do you feel a little bit of like anxiousness? What is coming up for you today? Yes, look at all you guys. Live. I love it. I love it. So just so you guys know, it's going to be about 30 minutes today, 30 minutes of live training. And this topic's super fun for me because how do you train for a toned body? Like, what do we need to be doing? So we're going to be covering that today. And then we're also going to have some homework. So I'm going to cover what that's going to look like as well. So before we jump in, a couple of little fun things I just want to cover. And with it being day one, and with so many new faces in this group right now, like I just want to acknowledge you. I just want to tell you, like, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for showing up. I'm proud of you for being here. I'm proud of you for taking time out of your day to work on you. And I'm proud of you for taking an action step. Okay. I want you to know that I see you. I'm proud of you. And that I know that you are capable of more. Okay. So just wanted to acknowledge you first. And before we jump in, a couple of things, housekeeping notes. So you guys will probably see Ashley Presnell or Tori Franklin in this Facebook group. So they are part of the Chaseland Fitness team. They help on so many different levels, doing so many different things, but both of them are here to support you along the way. They'll be cheering for you on these next couple of days. And if you need anything, they too can help you. Okay, so not necessarily sending the messages, but they'll be here in the group answering questions or giving you guys, making sure you guys are supported throughout this process. Okay, so Tori and Ashley are here. They're probably in the comments section, and they're gonna at everybody. So Tori, will you at everybody and just say at everyone we are live so everyone gets a notification? Okay, and so that's first couple of housekeeping things. And I want to let you guys know everyone has access to the fitness app. So if you're like, Chase, what's the fitness app? Well, let me show you what that looks like. Okay, let me show you what that looks like. So you should have an app that kind of looks like this. See it? Yay. Okay, this is going to, oh look, Kristen did her workout an hour ago. Yes, Kristen. I love it. Giving you a shout out. Good job, Kristen. Okay, so what this is this is where your workouts are. So when you go to, I'm going to use Kristen as an example because she's the first one on here. And I want you guys to see this because there's probably over half of you that have not even logged into the app as of like 4 hours ago. So we don't want that to be a thing. We want y'all to be accessible, and it starts with signing up for little things like this, like getting the app ready to rock and roll, logging into the Facebook group, introducing yourself, all of those good things. So on here, you'll have a daily task list, and it has every single thing that you're doing for this challenge or this Fat Loss Accelerator. So you've got your Bible reflection, your homework, you're joining the live training, which all of you that are here right now, you get to mark that off, and then posting in the Facebook group, right? Engagement, sharing for somebody, all that kind of good stuff. Sharing your takeaways, that is all something that qualifies on there. So you've got your workout. I have everything programmed for you in here. You can log in. You can see the reps. You can see the movements. Okay, everything on there. And Kristen, awesome job getting your workout in. Okay, so number one, make sure you have access to the fitness app. You should have gotten it via email. Check your spam, and it went to the email that you signed up with. Okay, number two, under files in this Facebook group, I think I can do a screen share. I'm actually going to do that. So in the files section, you can go to there will be your Nutrition Made Simple. And this is just something where I want you to lean into is basically, this will lay out all of your nutrition. Sorry, I'm trying to think a little bit how I'm sharing this part. So everything nutrition guide, you guys, here, is it sharing? You guys should see what I'm doing here. So this is your simple Nutrition Made Simple. So it is specifically made for this 4-day accelerator. And if you're like, what's going on? You're going to go to the files section in this Facebook group, and that's where it's at. Okay? It's called Nutrition Made Simple. Here is where I lay out the simple things that we do inside of Chaseland Fitness to make sure that you are eating in a sustainable way, eating for your goals, and it lays every single thing out for you inside of this quick PDF. Like, it's a lot of information. Okay? So I want to let you know that that's in there, and I don't want you to miss it because a lot of you wrote on your forms when you accelerator is that you're like, I'm just so overwhelmed by all the things to do when it comes to nutrition. And you know what? I can understand. I've lived in that, and I know what you mean. Okay, so let me turn up my lights real quick. So I want you to know that I've laid it out, made it simple for you, easy to follow, so that you guys know what to do. Okay, next thing, number 3. Every single day, there is going to be homework. And you're like, what? I finished school a long time ago. I don't want any homework. I know, but I only have so much time with you right here on this live. And I really want you to get all the value that you can while you're in this container. Okay, so value is great, but you also have to take action on once you get the value. And that's where a lot of people get hung up. But here's what I want you to know about the homework. I will be saving it under the guide section, as well as the lives and the daily, all the stuff will be saved in the guide section. So it'll be easy to follow once the posts are posted. Okay, so homework is going to be a podcast episode to listen to that'll dive into today's topic. So it goes on into today's topic or whatever the live topic is for the day on a deeper level. And so it just kind of like explains things in a little bit more detail. Okay. So every day you'll have probably 1 to 2 podcast episodes that I've recorded on Noble and Nurse podcast, so you can listen and get even more value. Okay. And then number 4, this is the biggest one. I want you to hear me. Engagement matters. And you're probably like, well, I'm not a big Facebook person, or I just don't want anyone to like really see what's going on or what I'm feeling, or you have some sort of hesitation. Here's what I want you to know. This is a safe place. This is a safe place. And anyone here in this group is going to be cheering for you. Because I only attract women that are going to be supporting women, number 1. And number 2, we are faith-filled, God-filled women. And I know that God would want us to love on each other. And that is exactly the type of space that I create. And I want you to know that you are safe. And so anything that you share in this group, know that you are seen, know that you are heard, and know that you've got an entire abundant amount of women right now. We've got like 45 women signed up for this accelerator, and we are going to cheer for you. Whether that be a aha moment, whether that be you lifted a PR for the week, whether that be eating greens the whole throughout the day more than you have in like months. Whatever that is for you, just know this group is going to be encouraging and uplifting, and we're going to be supporting one another. Okay. And every time that you engage, you are basically putting yourself in for the daily giveaways and the $500 grand prize towards Chaselin Fitness Coaching. And so you're probably like, what? $500? Yes. So that is going to be a credit to you. And we'll have an oh my gosh, a winner. Overall, that was the word I was looking for. Overall winner. Okay. So those are the couple of housekeeping things I wanted to make sure I explained and went over. Who's excited about the giveaways? Did you guys see my post yesterday? Yes. Where's my pop out? I love it. Live, excited. Look at y'all. I love it. Okay. So good and so awesome. And so let's kind of move forward here. So let's jump into our how do we train for toned. Now, I want to remind you, if there's anything that comes up for you during today's live and it lands, drop it in the chat. Okay. Just be like, retype it or whatever. Just be engaging in the chat. The more engaged you are, the more you're going to get out of this. I totally promise. I promise. Okay. So lean in. So when I was going over your application forms to join this accelerator, I was looking through, I went through every single one of your applications and read what you wrote multiple times, because I wanted to make sure that what we taught here on this live training was something that was going to be of value to you. I wanted to make sure that the topics we're covering and what we explained and what we covered was the exact thing that you need to hear. Now, I also want you to know that how I coach is probably going to be a little bit different than just giving you a whole bunch of like to-do lists. Okay. So I'm going to call you out mentally. I'm going to call you out probably in spaces that you've been running in a circle. Okay. I'm going to call you out and I'm going to call you forward, not just like calling you out and be like, hey, shame. It's more of a like, hey, calling you out for awareness for you, for it to hit in order for you to make the next best decision for yourself. Okay. Because I want to consistently call you forward. I want to call you in taking action forward, into moving forward, into changing those habits, into making an impact in your family. And so I want you to know that the way I coach is, yes, from a heartfelt space, but also from a space of like, no, ma'am, we have high standards. We're going to hold ourselves to those high standards, and we're going to push through, and we're going to push forward, and we're going to lean in. Okay. And so there will be an accompany of all of those aspects on this training. Actually, on all the trainings, on all the topics. Okay, so you'll see a variety of mindset conversations, a little variety of like to-do lists and action steps, and a little education around the science component. So when I was reading your forms, there was a lot of, I want you to put in the chat if any of this lands or if any of these things was something that you're like, that's relatable. Okay, just comment me. I'm working out, but I don't see any definition. I want to feel toned, not smaller. I don't have a million hours in the day. I just need something I can do in under 30 minutes. I feel overwhelmed. I don't know where to start. Let's see. I'm unmotivated. I want to be motivated. I want simple plans. Want to have be better at meal planning, schedule, travel, consistency, burnt out, little overwhelmed. I get discouraged. Got multiple kids doing multiple different things. I feel lazy sometimes. I feel overwhelmed. I struggle finding time for all of the pieces. If any of this is landing, comment me. I want to be way more consistent, but I don't want to depend on my willpower. I work out, but I'm not really consistent. My time gets in the way. I want to be more toned. I want to gain muscle mass. I want to eat food that makes me feel good and gives me energy. Any of those things land, comment me in the chat. Me. I love it. Yes. Beautiful. Okay. So I know some of those things you're probably like, well, Chase, you're just reading off the form we all said. Yes. But here's what I want you to know. Most women have been taught to chase a calorie burn. And what I mean by that, do more cardio, do long workouts, do more workouts, do a double workout. Do what this watch tells you to do. Because it tells you, it's like, oh, you didn't do enough, you didn't move enough. Or listening to what MyFitnessPal says. And if you give that thing its goals, it's going to drop you down. But you feel like trash, right? We've been taught to chase a calorie burn. And when in reality, burned calories does not create a toned body. Let me say that again. Burned calories does not create a toned body. What does is how you train the muscles and how you create definition with those muscles in order to put them under tension in a progressive manner for them to have a look. Because that's basically when you say you want toned, you're basically looking for body fat on top has to be dropped and those muscles have to expand. But if you're not training those muscles in a way to get them to expand, you're just going to be, you're just spinning your wheels and your body's not changing. And in order to get muscle definition, you have to train them in a certain way. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Now, before we jump in, some of you guys do not know me. And actually, majority of you women, I think we've got, as I said, around 40-something women in this program. And I think only 8 of you know me on a personal level. And what I mean by know me is you've been in my space for over 5 years. Okay? Everyone else is brand new to the Chase Lynn Fitness Methods. To me, Chase, FYI, my middle name is not Lynn. It is made up a name. Fun fact of the day. Okay, so I want you to know I'm going to share a little story about me and what my journey has been like. So I'm Chase Williams. I've been a certified personal trainer since 2011. And before that, I was a cheer and gymnastics coach since I was 15. So I went from the cheer gymnastics industry, gym industry, then to cheer industry. So I was a cheerleader all through high school, and then went to art school. I was coaching all that time, and then realized I really wanted to get into adult fitness, and here we are. Okay, I opened Chase Lynn Fitness in 2020. You guys know that was COVID year. That fall, I was the company I was partnered with was not doing enough. And what I mean by enough, I wanted to work with women on a deeper level, not just get in a workout and not just see them once or twice a week. I really wanted to lean in and help them change and make an impact in their home and in their communities and in their basically our next generation. And so I had seasons where I was doing all the cardio, all the tracking of the calories. I remember you know what I would do? I would stand up in my kitchen eating I think I was eating a fruit bowl or something. And I remember telling Jared, which is my husband, I remember he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, I'm standing up. He's like, why? I'm like, well, because I burn more calories if I stand up and eat. I'm not kidding. That was a real thing that I would do. Okay. This was 14 years ago. But I want you to know that I remember those seasons where I trained for a marathon because I thought it was going to make me skinny. That was the whole reason I did a marathon. What's funny is God was like, I trained for that whole thing. It was very type A with the schedules, the Excel sheets. I tracked all of my times for all my training races. I had everything written on my Excel sheet because I'm type A, right? I checked off those boxes and I still felt soft and frustrated in my body. Drop me a yes if that sounds like you. Okay, drop me a yes. Meaning, you've done the cardio sessions, you've done the HIIT workouts, you've done the spin classes, you've done all of these things that you feel you're supposed to see results from, but you're not. You still just feel kind of, I mean, yes, I was proud. How cool is it to say you ran a marathon? Super cool. But also, I still didn't have the body composition that I really wanted. And then even doing other training sessions like boot camp classes and stuff, so some of you know me from that space, is I love it. I love it. But even doing those, my body wasn't changing. And I had 3 kids. So you also go through the ups and downs of having children, right? Where you put on the pregnancy weight, and then you're trying to lose the pregnancy weight, and then you get pregnant again. Okay, all of those things. So you get to go through these up and down shifts over and over and over again. And here's the thing that's crazy, is I always felt that I'm putting in the work, but again, my body isn't changing. And if that's you, put a little hand raise in the comments. Put a little hand raise. I'm doing all the work, but my body's not changing. Or I've been in a caloric deficit, my body's not changing. I've been lifting weights, but my body's not changing. I'm going to the workouts, my body's not changing. I'm doing Beachbody, my body's not changing. Whatever the thing is for you, comment below. So what shifted for me and my own focus is I stopped chasing the calories. I actually got rid of my Apple Watch for 9 months. P.S. I still love my Apple Watch, and I have it. It's back. But it was such a, like, close my rings, hit these milestones, like, because I'm such a type A, like, I love data. Like, it's so fun. But I let this go for a hot second, because chasing calories didn't mean that I was chasing the physique that I wanted, or that I wasn't doing a mind-to-body connection, and didn't mean that I was going to get the results that I want just by this thing. And I know this entire training is not about the watch, but it was part of the process and part of the thing. And I had to make that decision for myself. I got to let it go. And when I started shifting from chasing a calorie burn and chasing like double workouts and milestones in those spaces, I started chasing the fact that, like, I was putting on more muscle mass and I was getting stronger and I'm hitting PRs in the gym. And when I started shifting, even doing shorter workouts, my body started changing too. It started getting more toned. I had more confidence. Like, you know, even with my husband, I'm like, babe, right? And the energy that followed with it. Like, I felt so much better in my own skin because I made the decision to change. I made the decision to not chase this perfectionism with this calorie burn stuff. Okay. And that's what I want you to walk away with today. Not just having to do more work, but being smarter and being more efficient and doing better work. Okay. Not just more, but doing better. Okay. And that's how we learn, right? How can we learn? How can we implement? What can we change? So here are 3 training for tone that you guys are going to be able to take away. So if you're a note taker, awesome. Drop it in the chat if it's giving you value. Actually, drop value in the chat. Have you guys, anything landed with you so far? Oh, I'm using the wrong mouse pad. I'm going to look to my, love it. Yes, Courtney. Beautiful. Yes. Britt, what's up? Y'all, Britt is going to be speaking to you guys later this week. She's one of our Chase Lund Fitness clients, and she's going to come live with us. That'll be so good. All right, so drop value in the comments if anything's landing. Okay, here are three keys for training for tone. And this is why having a specific strategy to follow in your workout regimen, in your workout planning, in the strategy you're following. Oh my gosh, I need to text my husband. My computer's about to die and I don't have a charger. Oh my gosh. Let me tell him to bring me my charger. Hold on, guys. It just alerted me for laptop. Okay. So next up, we've got number 1, stop chasing calories. We've already said that. So why? So cardio is going to burn calories in the moment. And what I mean by that, like if you get on a treadmill, or if you get on an elliptical, if you do a HIIT workout, it is going to burn the calories just then. But it doesn't change the shape of your body. Okay? It does not change. It's just burning calories, endless calories that do nothing. Okay? Lean muscle. So when you've got muscle on your body, the more muscle you have, this is going to raise your metabolism. It's going to support your hormones. It's going to create that tone look that you're looking for. And what I mean by raised metabolism is you're going to burn more calories after working out because of the muscle development, because of how muscles replenish in the recovery phase. So you want to build lean muscle because of all those other things, all those other benefits. And it's going to give you more energy. More energy. And you guys put that on your form like 50 million times. I just want more energy. I just want to have more energy, more energy, more energy. Feel good in my skin. I'm burnt out. I'm overwhelmed. Yes. Yeah, I'm going through this sheet again. All right. So we want to build lean muscle. And we do that. I'm actually going to explain how we do that in a second. So how many of you done cardio? And what I mean by cardio, I'm not talking about just like going for steps, going for a walk. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about HIIT workouts, boot camp workouts, where your heart rate is raised at an intensity for so long, spin classes, those kind of things, where you're pulling up to a high heart rate majority of the time, the majority of the workout, where you're doing a plethora of movements that have no strategy behind it. And if you're still not seeing changes with doing those things, I'm sorry, let me reword that. So if you've done the cardio for weeks and weeks or months, still didn't see the changes you wanted, just say me in the comments. All right, so we're going to stop chasing calories. We're going to start chasing muscle development, right? Strength. Number 2, we're going to focus on compound movements. What is that, Chase? Okay, compound movements. This is going to be your squats, deadlifts, presses, rows. They work multiple muscles together at once. I'm not talking about doing a squat to press. A squat to press, you're using lighter weights in that squat. Your lower body is so strong. Your lower body is so strong. It can lift heavy amounts. Okay? It can lift a lot. And so when you're doing a squat to press with your upper body needing a little bit lighter weights, and you're like, yay, squat to press. But here's the thing, you're not really training your lower body in a way that it needs to be trained in, okay? So squats, deadlifts, presses, rows, those kind of things are going to work multiple muscles at once. So when we think efficiency, guys, we're busy. Right? Okay, who's a busy? Type busy. Type busy in the comments. Anyone have a busy life? Okay, you've got kids, you've got work. Some of y'all homeschool. I know that because Courtney homeschools. Some of y'all homeschools. Even if you don't, I know we've got kids activities. I know some of y'all put on there that you travel for work. Some of y'all even put your kids are in like 50 million different sports. You're running around all the time. Busy is a thing. Now that means we need to be efficient when we do workouts. We should not be, okay, let me text my husband again. It's alerting me. Hopefully we don't. Let me mute really quick. Hold on. I'm going to yell at him and see if we can. Okay. We saved the day. If y'all didn't know, I had to restart my entire laptop or my entire desktop because it needed to restart and update the software. So then I got on my laptop. I'm like, oh, I have a full battery, but I'm using so much talking to y'all. So it was like freaking out. Oh, I'm out of breath. I ran through the whole house. Okay, we're back. Always so many surprises over here. Also, did y'all know my AC is out? Like our AC went out on Saturday, and so we're waiting on a guy to come fix our AC. So fun. Okay, let's jump in. Okay, let's go. All right, so we're going to focus on compound movements. We want to have efficiency in our workouts because who would rather see results in the 30 to 40 minute workouts than doing workouts that is wasting time? Would you rather be efficient or waste time? Efficient, waste time. Let me know. Because to me, what does Einstein say? He's like, right? Like if you're doing if you're not getting the results, it's insanity and you keep doing the same thing. Yeah. Okay, listen to Einstein. He says if whatever you're doing is not working, you need a different strategy. Now, let me add to that because that's not even a talking point I wanted to discuss. But you should not be switching your strategy every 5 seconds either. Okay, Mama Bear came out there for a second. All right, let's go into next point. Number 3, using a progressive overload strategy. Progressive overload strategy. So you're probably like, what's a progressive overload strategy? Well, glad you asked. It is a fancy word of saying you need to be challenging your muscles a little more over time. So more reps, heavier weight, better form, tension, tempo, those kind of things. So you can challenge your muscles in a progressive manner. So this is exactly what I teach my our Chase Slim Fitness clients. Everything that we do is progressive. So week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, everything progresses from the first week. And so what that looks like is if you did a squat, and I'm going to use 100 because that is a very easy number. So let's just say you did a 100-pound squat. And as you did that 100-pound squat week 1, it was only 8 reps. Week 2, you're going to do a 100-pound, start at 100 pounds because that's what you finished with on week 1. Do 100 pounds. Well, then you're going to up. Let's add a little weight on the ends. Okay. Now see how many reps you can do. Maybe you went to 9 and you went up in weight and you went up in reps. That's progressive. That means you are making progress and you are getting stronger with the system. Okay. Oops, using the wrong tab. Okay. So when you are doing a progressive overload, you are putting those muscles under tension and they start to go from being soft to being strong, toned, defined. And that's exactly what you guys are looking for. You put that all in the chat, or not in the chat, in the form. You are wanting to be strong and toned and defined. You want to look like you work out. You want to drop the body fat, right? And so who feels that they're doing the same workout over and over and over again? Just say same workout. Put that in the comments. Put same workout. Love it. Britt's like, efficient. Yes, girl. We are efficient. I love it. So if you feel that you have been doing the same workout over and over and over again. Now, what I mean by same workout, meaning your weights aren't changing, your reps aren't changing, your movements aren't progressing, any of those things, your reps, your sets, any of that stuff. So if you've done the same type of workouts and you're not getting better at them, that's your first sign that like you're doing the same type of workout. And progressive overload should be consistently challenging yourself. So using progressive overload was number 3. An example of a framework, and I want you to kind of think through what this would look like. You would have a squat variation, okay? A hinge, so you squat, a hinge. So a hinge is where you're working your glutes, hamstrings, back, and a deadlift. So squat, hinge, a push, and a pull. So a push is your chest, shoulders, triceps. You got to push, thinking of pushing something. And pulling is where you're working your back, your biceps. You're using your arms to pull backwards, okay? So you got squat, hinge, push, pull, and a lunge. Type of lunge. So you get the, you're offset a little bit, right? You're also working a little bit of balance and stability when you do lunges. If you rotate these throughout the week, squat, hinge, lunge, push, pull, those 5 things, that's how you do a framework for a workout. Okay, and you need to be training each muscle group at least 2 times a week. What I mean, that squat should be hit 2 times a week. You can have a variation of the squat, but you need to at least be doing it twice. If you're doing a deadlift, you need to at least do it twice. or at least work the hamstrings and glute area twice. That's what that means. Okay. All right. So here is some of the things when you say, only have a couple hours by myself, I don't want to waste them. This is how you're going to maximize your time. This is how you're going to, as we said earlier, be efficient with your structure. When you say, I want to work out that I can stick with, this is how you do it. I want to be toned and feel confident in my body. This is what you do. Okay? This is how you implement. All right, well, let's wrap up day one. I want you to comment below, what is your biggest takeaway from today? Biggest takeaway from today's training. You're going to add it. You can drop it in the comments here, but I also want you to make a post. I want you to make a post. Today's training did XYZ. My takeaway from today is blah. My takeaway is this. Share your biggest takeaway in today's Facebook group. And then I want you to comment on at least somebody else's post. Okay, remember, we're in this journey together. We are working together to lean in and to grow as a unit. Your homework post will be posted here in a hot second. It should be scheduled within the next probably 10 or 15 minutes after this post, but you guys have homework today. You're like, what? Homework? So again, you're going to jump into some different podcast episodes that I have for you that is going to dive into today's topic on a deeper level. We talked about progressive overload. We talked about reps. We talked about the type of workouts to do. We also talked about compound movements and stop chasing calories, right? Those are the topics we covered. Now you're going to listen to some homework that'll help you dive into these topics on a deeper level. And showing up and engaging here is going to be how you win the daily giveaways and the overall 500 grand prize. Yes. Who's excited about the $500? Comment 500 below. Who's excited about that? Absolutely love it. And every single day we're going to be live here in the Facebook group, 12 p.m. And tomorrow is the No Overwhelm Fat Loss Reset. Nutrition reset. So who's excited about nutrition? I love it, love it, love it. And I've also dropped letting you guys know if you are ready to step into getting support and strategy, some accountability along your current journey. I've dropped my application link as well, which is in the description. So if you're like, Chase, I know I'm going to need help. I know I want help post this challenge. Fill out that form. Let's have a conversation, see if we're going to be a good fit, and see if coaching is the next best step for you. That link is added up there for you guys. Okay. And then on that note, some of you, I think there was like 23 of you were like, I want to have a strategy call. I'm going to be reaching out today and having that conversation with you, seeing what we need to cover, what kind of goals you're looking to achieve, and making sure that me and the Chaselin Fitness team are here to support you so that you have clear action steps post this challenge. Because guys, this 4-day container, we're only here for 4 days. Okay, so lean and push, engage, and just create the momentum that you need to create. All right, guys, I love y'all so much, and I will see y'all tomorrow. And keep after it, all right? Bye.